Ooh, good morning. We're a little yellow. We're a little too high up. I don't have my tripod right now. This is going to be something really quick, but today I kind of want to talk about a couple stuff. First things first, I got an order on Etsy yesterday and someone wrote me the sweetest little note that I'm going to read. And I was like, "Oh, this is so sweet." It really I don't know. It just made me feel nice. But I got an order on Etsy yesterday. They ordered some wax melts, so I'm gonna drop those off at the post office today. Because tomorrow is the 4th of July, and I'm pretty sure the post office will be closed. But also, I usually ship pretty fast. If depending on when you order, I'll either ship it out the next day or the same day. It just depends on what time of the day you order, because sometimes the post office is closed. But yeah, so I'm gonna mail that out. I am going to actually redo. I retook some pictures. I redid some pictures for mahogany and sage, which was focus. Come on, girl. Here we go. Basically redid the pictures for mahogany and sage because I don't know. I just felt like it needed a little something else, especially since I restocked the little ones and put them back up on my website and my Etsy. And yeah, so those two. And then I'm also going to be putting up, I'm just gonna redo the summer ones. I basically went to Dollar Tree and I got these, like, it's supposed to be these wallpaper tiles. So they're like, it's like a rectangle long, and I said for $1.25, I'm best believe I'm using them as like a background because some of these backgrounds they have, but it's literally like almost $100, $50, 60, 70, $80 to like get a simple background, and I'm like, it's not that serious, y'all. I just need something that will work. So yeah, went to the Dollar Tree and people were like, "Oh, the pictures look really nice," and I was like, "Thanks." Like all the props you see in there, I got at the Dollar Tree. We also have a new website, which I'll probably talk about more later. New. I really just updated it with pictures to like look prettier and all that stuff, and I really like the way that it came out, and so that's good. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the pop-ups that we did so far this year. We went to a big one recently, and I kind of just want to get all my thoughts out about that. So yeah, off to the post office I go, because it's 8:30 a.m. I'm usually not up this early, y'all. I'm just a little sleepy, but it's okay. Hello. I have really good lighting right here, so we're gonna keep using this background. But hi. It is now more around noon and I'm a little bit more awake. I dropped off the order at the post office and then I came home and went to sleep. Okay. But I kind of want to redo the pictures that I have. So I'm redoing the product photos that I took for the my summer line, my summer solstice line. Um, oh, this smells so good. Because I just like I was trying to do a beachy thing, so I went to the beach. Um, and I was trying to get like the waves coming around the candles, and that didn't turn out too good. I don't even think I posted those. And like I got pictures of them in the sand, but now I'm gonna try to do something a little bit more like aesthetically pleasing, I guess. So before I do that, let me show you some stuff. So I got these tiles. I did a Dollar Tree haul. So I'm going to show you what I got from the Dollar Tree. So I ended up getting these. These are like little pieces of wallpaper that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I thought about using them as backgrounds. So there's this one, and then there's this one. Can you see it? I can't see because it's in front of my face. And I think I'm going to end up using this one for like the beachy stuff, the summer stuff. I also have this wooden one that I got from the Dollar Tree. So I was like, oh, you can use this as a backdrop, because buying backdrops from like Amazon or like I guess a more official store, they cost like 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 something dollars. And I'm like, dude, I don't even need that much. I just need something like this. So, and then let me show you, because I recently redid the sage and mahogany candles. Let me show you. So, this is the little setup I have here. So you have these wooden logs, which came in a pack that I got from Dollar Tree. I got this sort of, I don't know what it's called, but I got this from the Dollar Tree as well. It's supposed to be for like sewing, but I just set it down. I got this. This is actually supposed to be some type of photo frame. And then I got these two, which they came with like this. So you're supposed to like hang it up or something, but I just put them on top of that. I got this. This was a coil. It's like a wire coil. And then the backdrop I also got from Dollar Tree. So I pretty much got all of this from the Dollar Tree. And yeah. So my goal right now is to basically clear this out. And I'm going to try to use this. I'm probably going to lay it flat on the table, most likely. I'm going to lay this flat on the table, and then I'm going to use some of my summer stuff that I used, that I got from the Dollar Tree last year, to try to like work something out. I'm probably not going to have sand. I really do like the concept of sand in the frame, but we don't have time. So yeah, what I want to do is I want to get at some point, and I don't know where I put my ring light, but I want to get a small ring light, like enough to set it on my desk and call it a day. But yeah, so that's what we're working on right now. And I'll probably show you footage of me like moving stuff around. So, okay. Hey, hello again. Okay, so couple things. I don't want to run to the Dollar Tree again, to be honest, but I can. But I don't know if they'll have anything that I'm like interested in. I had a little baby like plastic shovel that I got from the Dollar Tree, but I cannot figure out where I put it to save the life of me. So I'm thinking what we're gonna do today is we're gonna use this as a background. And then I have this that says just beachy on it. And then I have these, which are like little fake sand dollars. I have a lot of these. These are all from last year. So it's not like a lot of circumference area to work with. So I'm going to try this out and see how I like it. And then if I like it enough, I'll take some pictures. Most likely because this is, I put the labels on the top. It's probably going to be like a aerial view, which we'll see how that goes. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at right now. All right. So I finished the pictures. I'm going to sort of edit them. I don't really do a lot of editing for my pictures. I like maybe put some filters over it and then sort of format it to whatever platform it's going to be. So like the dimensions for Shopify is different for the dimensions for Etsy and like Instagram and all that, yada, yada, yada. So cool. It's starting to get warm in here. Sorry, hold on. I got some water. They looked okay. I think that my idea with the was cuter, but we shall see. I'm gonna take my earbuds out for a second while I'm talking to you guys. So we'll see how this comes out. But what I really want, low-key, is to get like, I saw these pictures of like 360. So like the product like spins around in a circle, and I'm like, that would be so cool to like have that on a transparent background and call it a day. But also it's like really expensive to do, so maybe one day, but not today. Anyways, couple of updates I want to go over. One, I have updated the website, so it looks different. I'll probably put a preview of it over here somewhere. So this is what it looks like now. I basically bought it off of Etsy and it came with all these icons and the layout and everything, and it was all in Canva, and it was great. And I love the way that it looks. So yeah, we're happy. I might tweak a couple things here and there, like the logo. So I changed it instead of just a logo because I realized a lot of people don't realize like the name of our company just from the logo because it's just a moon. So I have a version of it that says Moon Wax Galaxy or Moon Wax Candles with one of the O's in moon with having the logo. That being said, I kind of want to update it. What I really need to figure out is like what our fonts are, because we don't really have like a standard set of fonts, and we really need to figure that out, because I feel like we have different fonts for different stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening. So need to figure that stuff out for the website. As far as everything else goes, we have banners that look really cute, and I figured I formatted the banners so they're not getting weirdly cut off anymore. And then I have a version, I had to make 2 banners of each one. So there's one for like desktop and then one for mobile. And then I also like added a parallax picture of the candles. If you scroll down, you'll see it. And those are the candles I made literally last week. I'm pretty sure those are the mahogany candles. So yeah. I want to take a moment to talk about pop-ups. So I don't know, I usually talk about pop-ups at some point in my videos, but basically I am having an issue with pop-ups. Our first year when we started, we went to a lot of pop-ups out in Indiana, and don't get me wrong, I love Indiana. I really like going out to Indiana and going to pop-ups out in Indiana. And the support there and the communities out there are like really cool. People are pretty chill, you know, we have good times, just hanging out. But my issue was a couple of things. One, that and my mom told me this first, and now everybody else is saying it, but essentially, I need to focus more on online sales. Sorry, I'm zooming in some. I need to focus more on online sales, and it just is what it is. I've had issues with trying to do online sales or trying to get online sales because I recently found out that I have ADHD. So that's fine. So social media and being consistent on social media is like not my thing. So I have to get that, figure that stuff out. I have been trying to go to pop-ups in Chicago because we're based in Chicago, and I'm like, it would be so much more helpful to be based in Chicago. I've tried to do other things on social media, like get, like, try to sponsor like a influencer or whatever, but I've kind of talked about my issues with that. Is that either a, people get canceled and then no one trusts influencers, aka the whole Michaela Noguera thing going on, and then nobody wanted like influencers to sell anything to them, so that was fun. um and pretty much like every road that I was trying to do on social media was leading me back to just post and get organic growth. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to do it myself, but I'm just so bad at posting consistently. So I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm working on it. The other thing that I'm sort of working on right now is that I'm sort of doing niche, like anime based candles, which has been going pretty well for me. Because of the way things are right now, I can only have them on Etsy, which I'm fine with. So I have my like Twisted Wonderland candles, and what was the other one I was gonna try out? Oh God, I'd never actually seen the anime, but one of my friends is really into it, and she asked me to make some for her, and I need to get around to doing it, which is Demon Slayer. So I was gonna make a Rengoku one, but I still don't know how I'm gonna go about doing it. So the plan is to like spray paint a jar yellow, and then I need to get some red vinyl to sort of get like the flames. I want the flames at the bottom kind of going around. So it looks like, because his hair kind of looks like fire to me. And then I was gonna like spray paint the bottom of the jar to be red, and it's supposed to be smelling like brown sugar, maple syrup, and like cinnamon or something like that. Because she was like, yeah, he likes brown sugar or something like that. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. But what was I ranting about? Pop up. Sorry, trying to stay on topic. So we have been going to some pop-ups out in Indiana, and it's one community where I kept going and I couldn't figure out for the life of me, because we would go a couple times and like we really wouldn't make any money, and I'm like, what is going on? And pretty much this community, it seems like, and this isn't me trying to like put hate on them, or trying to diss them in any way. I'm just being completely honest, is that their events, first of all, are more centered around kids. So like their events where kids are involved gets a lot of people, gets really high turnout, right? But if it's a bit that's really not catered towards kids, you hardly get any turnout for those ones, and it just is what it is. I also realized that because these events are centered towards kids, the people who are really going to make money are people who have like products that kids will like, because a number of times where like kids will immediately run over to some stand and they're like, mom and dad, buy me this. It just is what it is. And if you have food, of course, you're also going to make a crap ton of money. So food and like kids stuff always does really well. The other issue that I noticed too is that there's not actually a lot of crafters at these events. Like, it seems to be a bunch of, and there's nothing wrong with this. Again, I'm really not trying to like start drama or try to start shit, but it just seems like they're either drop shippers or like they're resellers of some sort, and they don't really like make their own stuff. Which again, go off. If that's your side hustle, that's your side hustle. But as someone who is a crafter, I'm kind of like, I need to go to pop-ups where there are people who are interested in like craft items. So it just feels like this crowd isn't necessarily that interested in, craft goods, like goods that I made myself. Not to say that there wasn't anyone interested, but it just doesn't feel like it's my target demographic, you know, it's not my target demo. So, um, yeah, because for the longest, I was like, I can't figure out if it was the bad weather or if it was just the type of event, because they do have events where it's like basically crafters only, but like the turnout for those ones weren't that good for me. But then again, I did hear that there were like other events that they went to for that they held for crafters that went really, really well. So maybe it was just that I consistently had bad luck because I did not pay for each and every single vendor event. That being said, right where I'm at right now is I want to try to be more based in Chicago. And I want to try to be more strategic about the pop-ups that I'm choosing. Because I want to actually like make a profit now. Because before I was like, well, it's okay because I'm just trying to do promotion and stuff, trying to get our name out there. But also like I'm trying to get rid of candles, y'all. I have so many candles that it's ridiculous and unreasonable, and I need to get rid of these candles. So yes, that's where I'm at right now. Lots of things that I sort of want to take into consideration when it comes to figuring out what pop-up I want to go to is the location. How actually asking the organizers of the pop-up, like how many people think that, you know, what they think the turnout will be, how many people they think will show up, what kind of promotion that they're doing. I'm always wary of vendors who are basically just like, you pay the fee and then they want you to do all this promotion on your social media, which if you're a vendor and you're going to an event, you should be doing some sort of promotion. But I'm wary of people who make a big deal out of that because it's like, okay, I'm paying you money not only for the space, but also for people. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm paying for you to bring, for the promotion, for you to bring in people. You know, I'm not just giving you money, just give you money. So I have been a little bit critical with some of the vendors and like pushing back and actually asking questions. Pictures, especially if they've done this type of event before, pictures of how their previous events went, videos of how their previous events went, are always really helpful because I've seen a couple where it looks really fun and it looks like they really prepared for it, but like you're looking at it and you're like, there's hardly nobody in that crowd. So, and this isn't directed toward any event I went to. It was just some I saw on Facebook before and I was like, ooh, okay. So, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I don't know what else. Location, I think I said before, but location, if it's in like a weird spot that like nobody can find, or it's like really tucked away or like far away from like people, probably not going to be a lot of people there. Usually my biggest concern is like, turnout, honestly. And then I also like sort of ask them about other vendors. Sometimes like I'll be like, is this specifically just for crafters or is it just like any vendors can show up, you know? Which again, no hate to like other vendors, but I'm also like, I don't know. I just need to be around crafters, which is weird because I feel like there's not really that many places for like crafters in Chicago to go unless I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm just crazy because like there are some craft events that I saw that were some big ones, but like I applied to those and got rejected and I feel weird about it only because I understand there are a lot of candle makers out there, but I also feel like they're the type of, it's a type of event where like you need to have a certain look or a certain aesthetic, and if you don't have it then they're really not going to want you to come. Because they really emphasize that in pictures, and like they even pointed to some like Pinterest board of like inspiration, and I'm just like, a lot of it is very like, I probably shouldn't be this honest, I might cut this out, but a lot of it is like very much so like wooden and white and very like white aesthetic, and I'm just like, someone who like, part of the whole reason why I started my business is because with candle making, they always go for the clean white background and very bright colors and white. And so like my aesthetic, which I'm starting to incorporate more, is supposed to be the opposite, where it's like very dark, very much so black. And that's just what I like and what I wanted to go with. And so with me having this aesthetic not fitting like into this very like white aesthetic, if you know, you know, it just wasn't working out for me, and I felt weird about, even like I emailed the organizers and asked them some questions, and like interacting with him was a little weird, and I was like, yeah, I don't think this is my type of scene. So good luck to them. Not gonna name names, but good luck to them. Hope that goes well. They've been doing this for years, and like obviously they don't need me, but I was like, something just feels wrong. Farmers markets is going to be sort of my next target right now, if I still can. Summer's like already kind of like halfway over because it's July, but I'm going to try. The thing is, a lot of farmers markets at the time when I was launching my business, it was in the middle of COVID. And so like everything was either closed or they wanted like food only. So I'm like, okay, but like, are there not like farmers markets in Chicago for like crafters? And some people were saying like, oh, you should like basically start like a farmers market for crafters. And I'm like, I don't mind, but also I feel like that's a lot of work on my behalf, because like if I do that, I want to guarantee that people are going to come and show up. And I don't think I can guarantee that, you know? So yeah, also I'm brokety broke. I don't have the money for promotion. So yeah, we'll see. But that's it. That's where I'm at. Yeah, so just being more selective on like figuring out pop-ups and figuring out how I'm going to like, you know, try to make a profit. My focus is going to be mainly on trying to do online sales and trying to do social media to like promote myself more, especially with my original line candles, because I was so focused on like doing Twist and Wonderland stuff that I got tunnel vision, and I'm like, I have all these other candles that I'm not talking about. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I am going to be posting a lot, or trying to post a lot more. My schedule is tight because I still work, but I think I'm going to try to make Monday like just my dedicated day to like figure out content, edit, do stuff, be productive. Because I'm really good at, I read somewhere, and I'm going to wrap this up because I'm ranting now, but I read somewhere that they're like basically running a business, there's like a spectrum. There are people who are basically good at making a product, and then people who are good at essentially selling that product. And people are like, you're either kind of like leaning more towards one side of the spectrum. I'm the type of person that is good at making a product. I am not the type of person that is good at selling a product. I'm just not. I'm just like, here's the thing I made. Either buy it or you don't. You know, I don't do like a lot of dances and songs and jigs and like, you know, skips and flips and tips and tricks. I'm just like, either buy it or not. So thank you for watching this video. Please orbit around us on social media. Please subscribe on YouTube and orbit around us on YouTube. May fate always conspire in your favor, and may your stars always align.